We want to jump into the game. It's going to be map number 2. Our casters are Snods and Jackie, and we're just about to ready to get into Mirage as map number 2.
Oh, here we are, jumping straight into the action. Daniel, you know how to get everyone excited, and Sunny, I don't know what you are. I'm still...
Practice your French.
Yeah, still trying to work out exactly where you exist.
Fair enough. Anyway, that's going to be Mirage. Obviously, first map, CeX having a what? Commanding advantage, I believe it was 11-5. They got ecoed, but still managed to finish off the map 16-9. So, fast play here already from CeX. They group outside ramp. Smokes onto red zone LS, so they can smoke off towards stairs and towards jungle. Let's see if they do that, try push towards CT and use that position of the map in the afterplan.
It's all a matter of wait and see right now, as it will be a play towards the A side. They do slip straight through. Bowden is ready. Will strike first. He takes down Link. So Neff underneath as well. Finally gets 2 frags. Redeems himself from what was an incredible display of a bit of a struggle, really. So Dom as well in position, trying to find these kills right now, as he will tap away with the Glock. Gets 1 headshot back. Has to try and get out of there, but will fall. So Radix, nice opener. They get themselves a pistol. Is this going to be where the tide starts to turn? Yep,
Radix had no idea that Neff was towards under balcony there. They weren't expecting the 3-man stack towards the silenced USP. This is the thing, okay. The desk was speaking about the difference between LAN and online. And online, your sound is so perfect. There's no distractions, but when you're on stage, you've got the people in front of you making noise, the rustling, the noise, the white noise that gets pumped into your ears anyway to cancel out that outside noise, essentially. You do miss the finer details, the 1 footsteps, the tap on the ladder, for example, or, as we just saw there, a silenced USP or a silenced M4 is basically, essentially, completely silent on LAN. Anyway, though, it's going to be 1-0 now as Radix take the pistol, and now it's going to be the force spike up from CeX after not getting the bomb down. They're going to be forced up into this one already, and Eccles managed to find 2 kills there towards mid.
Astro obviously caught between a rock and a hard place there towards mid. Tried to do the best he could. Unfortunately, it's just going to be a small tag that he actually gets off. LS will get a frag on towards Bowden. So they're going to force out the 1 rebuy at least, but it still doesn't really amount to too much. They're finding these easy kills. None of them actually going towards the SMGs, though. So Cape is, he invests in the UMP, but he doesn't find anything for that.
So, has the UMP. Obviously, there will be another eco coming after this one. CeX not getting the bomb down. We saw on the last map where the T side had the bomb go down. And that's why they were full eco on the next round. They bought in round number 3. But actually, in this scenario, CeX not getting the bomb down. Neff was on the balcony, basically preventing that. Means that CeX now have to go for the full eco. And actually, their money is so low, considering that they've bought their pistols, they've gone for the force buy. This is one of the issues we see constantly. I mean, I think it's better on the T side. But on CT side overpass, if you lose that pistol and you force buy, and suddenly you don't have the smokes towards Monster or towards B short, you don't have the Molotovs or the AWPs to really come to life. If this does go to Inferno, well, Inferno is a massive map where utility is so crucial. And already, though, Eccles with the FAMAS getting 3 kills. You really want those 3 kills on the SMGs.
Yeah, vintage Eccles spray down there towards connector. Bowden's going to grab 2 as well. Yeah, it's classic, mate.
He's so young, though. Would you really?
What, vintage? Yeah, it's quite vintage.
It's typical.
It's like a fine wine. It's aged.
I mean, you can have that one, mate. 3-0 now as we go into round number 4. First bar into the second map. CeX 1-0 up in this best of 3. The first semi-final of the UK Premiership finals. Nevertheless, though, it's going to be the AWP onto Bodemeister. The 2 FAMAS is brought through. Eccles got 3 kills, died, and now he's actually rebought the FAMAS, so maybe feeling confident with that weapon after happening into the last one. 5 AKs for the start of CeX. Went for the full force buy on that after losing that pistol, which means Astro not able to afford the AWP going into this first buy round.
Or Bowden as well. This is nice. You see, he actually does do a little bit more of what we expect to see. Mirage as well is a map where he's always shown quite a lot of confidence, so good to see him going for the aggressive face early. We also see a tag go out towards Link, but more importantly, they now know his location and are aware this could be a play towards mid. They want to try and get that short control, so Capers is going to be on high alert.
He is indeed. Man advantage already for the CT side. Capers doesn't want to give it away so carelessly. He might go for a spot. Actually, the smoke will bloom, so holding for the window boost. Oh, it's towards middle again. Capers has all the attention from the players towards mid. He's able to walk off short, get that kill there onto Link, and now Astro trying to equalize the numbers. There gets 1. Opens up the bomb site just a little bit. All it leaves now is Bodenmeister. And Cape is rotating through Kitchen. So, 2-2 split in terms of defense, but actually Neff has left. Echoes alone towards the A side. Here comes the split through Connector and through Ramp.
Push coming straight in. They're doing a fair bit of damage right now as the flashbang goes over as well. Neff going to try and slow them down, but they've secured the bomb site there. Rocking and ready to go right now is Astro and LS. Need to just try and play their cards right. 20 seconds. Go for the commit. No spam through the smoke as well. They just hold tight. They do want to try and push back through. HE rolls in. It's just a smidgen of damage. It's not too much to really write home about. They back off as well. Try and get into these effective afterplants. They have to find this initial frag here. But Capis gets the better of Astro. He can grab the AK as well. It's a 3 versus 1. LS tries to go huge. Slides through. Will get one and the second. LS doing the unthinkable. But unfortunately, couldn't quite spot out Bodenmeister. Perched up on the high angle. And he strikes him down.
Had a monster performance on Overpass. 30 kills from him. Usually the support player for CeX, but actually he's the one stepping up here. 5 kills already for him. In the 1 versus 3, gets the 2 kills as they dart around that triple box, but didn't expect Bodenmeister to be up perched on Ticket Booth. And then you have the first, well, the pistol, the first buy round going in favor of Radix, the underdogs here, giving themselves the 4-0 advantage going to round number 5. It's going to be a grid of pistols and Kevlar for CeX. They're going to be buying up into round number 6. But for this one, their goal is to try and take some weaponry out of the hands of Radix and see if they can whittle down that CT economy.
Eccles just waiting for the push to come through. A little bit dazed and confused there, it seemed. Luckily, the trades come back in from Boden and Neff, so it is a 4v3. CeX just waiting for this push towards comes to site. They do slip on. Astro just goes to the straight commit. Even if they only get this bomb plant out of the round, that's still good for them.
It is indeed. They've already got 1 kill. If they make it 2, they've done some economical damage. Let's see that Bodenmeister, the lowest piece, still finds the kill onto Astro though. Now in the 4 versus 2, there's Kevlar on these players, so who knows, maybe there's a miracle about to happen.
Oh, a bit of a struggle there from Link. Couldn't quite find any filthy deagle frags into the round. So Boden, the man we harped on so much, we were really hitting home that he needed to step up. Into this game now, looking better, looking more aggressive. He's playing for picks. He's a playmaker again. And that's what he was on the online season. He was the big impact fragger.
Yeah, it seems like he needed that first map to get warmed up. And obviously a map like Overpass isn't really as comfortable as a map like Mirage, where especially on the CT side of the AWP, you can really have an impact and dictate the pace of the round. Playing towards middle, you get smoked off towards window, you play towards connector. You're constantly trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? The fallback. You're constantly trying to not allow CeX to get control of middle, take control of connector. You rotate around to the site you think they're going to hit. You as the AWP have to be where the opposition is, and already finds the first kill. Link trying to get aggressive through the smoke, trying to get some gimmicky kills here, as it seems like CeX are looking a bit desperate.
Yeah, a bit confused, quite stunned for any ideas, any ingenuity here, really. So Astro dons the AWP as well. Goes for the aggressive face towards mid, sure, but since then, he's just sat around. They're all just waiting for a play to come towards them, but Radix, they've got the initial frag. They have no reason to do anything else, but Boden is still playing smart. Really, really fluid CS. You get the initial pick towards window, rotate over, peek from CT ticket booth. You get the second frag. Seems like he's even hungry for more as well. Wants to try and reposition towards jungle and hold towards connector. This is good.
3 versus 5. Resi through the smoke. Actually probably going to be able to catch Bodenmeister off guard, but actually the timing doesn't work in his favor. And actually he's going to run out of bullets sooner than Magnus. Tech 9, and actually goes for the reload off again, the kill. 4-2 now. K-Piz has the drop onto LS. It's going to be Astro now last alive with AWP. What really can you do in this scenario? Especially as the angles there are so tight and small, to really hit that flick would be difficult. Goes to the face onto the AWP. Misses it, and then you have it will eventually go down. CeX, they're going for some, well, they went for the fast mid take, okay? 2 players going through their short smoke. There was no trade kill onto Link from Dom towards B Shore. Potential sign here of panic from the side of CeX. They're trying to go for the gimmicky plays to get the gimmicky kills to give themselves an advantage into the round that way. Nevertheless, though, 6-0 buy again for CeX. No bomb planted, but still, they can't afford to go into this one with rifles. And they seize it as well onto Astro. Just looking like they might go for a simple concept play towards that B-bomb site. Grouping together, trying to see if they can play 5-man style of CS and overwhelm the CT defense from Radix.
See, very early investment here from the utility as well, expunging a lot out towards apps. Massive investment. Molly goes in, see HE go in as well. They're left starved for HEs, but they still have to smoke so they can try and play for time into the late round. But it's only a small amount of damage that's actually transferred on the CeX players. So Link, the only one that took really anything here, everyone else still on 100 HP, Cape is just waiting for the push to come towards him. Flashbang goes over. How are they going to play this? Will they clear the angle? Surely they do. They run straight past, though. They're allowed to find the frags. A double kill from Cape is. He's basically done the entire amount of work he needs to do right there in those few seconds. You get the trade back. It's a 4v3. They might have sight control, but they're going to be timid, a little bit scared, not quite sure where these players could be stationed towards.
The smoke's starting to dissipate. Rezu loses the duel there to Artis, and now from towards short pillar, he gets the kill. Let's down to 1 versus 4.
This is big as well. LS with a spray. Only going to get one before Bowden will strike him with the AWP, takes him down. No messing about coming out today. Already 7 rounds down in a matter of seconds.
As you said, Jack, 7-0 now for Radix. The underdogs really pulling through right now. Obviously, for a team that's never really played on LAN together, well, obviously because Artis, this is his first LAN. Bowden Master from the Swedish import. Again, first LAN, so that first map, you might just want to forget about it, disregard it. LAN jitters, you use that map to settle in and get used and comfortable to the LAN environment, and then finally show what you've really got on the second and third map. Already 12 kills and 2 deaths for Bowden Master. A stark contrast to what we saw on the first map. As already into round of 8, it will be the 7-0 advantage. As the pause was called by CeX. You can see they're not going to be buying up into this one. It's going to be upgraded pistols. 4 smokes. So the question is, do you smoke towards top middle, smoke towards window, smoke towards connector, go for a fast B split from short? Do you do the exact same again you did in the last round with the AKs, but this time with the upgraded pistols? Or do you try and do smokes towards A? But actually, just look at they're going for the latter. Going towards the B portion of the map. They're going to be leaving Astro alone towards middle as they do rush towards B.
Oh, Bowden going to peek out though, but he whiffs it, stays alive. Somehow they have no HEs as well, but the Molotov dissipates in the smoke. How is he staying alive for this long? Still being a nuisance, and eventually gets a kill. This is ridiculous, absolutely ludicrous behavior. And it's all on towards Dom that goes down to Ardis. How does he stay alive long enough to find that frag?
Gotta shout him out. Smuya, that is Smuya's strat. What it is where you go for the rush B, 4 players rush towards B, and that catches the attention of both the players on that B bomb site. They're both looking towards apartments, and the idea is Astro, that player towards short, shifts through the short smoke, shifts behind the players on B, comes behind them, and gets the kills in the back. But doesn't really pay dividends from just yet, as it is 8-0 now as the buy comes out again. Astro going to be winning the AWP this time. I haven't seen it just yet. Let's see if he can one-up Bowden Master, who's been having a phenomenal game so far.
Astro. He's just waiting. He wants to go for the contact play, see if he can get the opener, the impact frag that will turn the tide into the round. So Eccles, waiting by Sandwich, just going to be sitting around, waiting for the push to come towards him as they will go for the split push. Dom leads the charge, but he doesn't clear it. Eccles is able to get one. There is a return, sure, but are they going to be able to do too much more? Astro now has to push out, really leaving himself exposed in the open as well as he's throwing out all that utility. They still don't know the location of Ardis. He peeks up with the correct timing, finds that frag. Meanwhile, his teammates have done damage. A double kill for Neff, and another round for Radix. So CeX, they've had that pause. They've had time to talk about what they want to change, but it still just looks weak. It looks starved. 9-0
now. Radix, even if they concede every single round following this one, they will still be happy with a half. 9-6 on CT7 Mirage. If you win that pistol, you're definitely favored to finish off the rest of the map. Another weird buy from CeX. CZ onto Astro. 4 AKs and CeX. We saw some desperate plays from them on the second buy round, but what are they going to do now in the fourth? Will they really show the desperation? Bowden Master jumps down and still alive, but eventually gets traded out there by Link. 4 versus 4, but the information is gathered. He spots players towards middle that are shooting at him, and he saw 2 players towards underpass. Usually, when players go towards underpass, especially when there's 2, you're boosting towards window and you're splitting A.
Eccles ready and waiting with the M4. Will just spam away, is able to do a fair bit of damage. Double kill comes out as well. This is looking fairly effective from towards Connect, a really big power player. He's been stepping up into this game, and it's been very, very good for Radix. LS though trades it back towards Neff. Rezu caught out in the open. You could see no confidence there.
1 versus 3 now for LS. So far today, the star player from the side of CeX, but right now he really has to step up and shine. His team needs him. They need a round of the board ASAP. If this goes 10-0, that could be too far, too gone already for the T-slot from CeX. Shifting his way through the timing doesn't go in his favor. Nice shot there from Ardis. Will eventually take him down, and there you have it. Bowden Master jumps out window, spots 2 players towards underpass. And when you see 2 players underpass, that usually means they're trying to boost window. and they're going to go for an A-split. As soon as he kills one of those players, Echoes know they can't boost window. He pushes Connector, expecting the A-split. He plays the off angle towards Connector, and you saw he caught 2 players off guard there towards middle. A smart play from both players there as they catch off CeX by off guard once again.
Now then, just waiting, ideally towards top mid. So they have the utility here as well. CeX, they need to switch things up. It's very slow, very stagnant. We see late round bursts where they want to try and take mid control. It's staggered, nothing looks coherent. Look at this as well, Eccles. Still being smart, still spicing it up. They've really given the game away as well. They've thunder-footed around. He's going to be able to hear that. He knows where they are. He can backstab. They're running back into it to make this life even easier as well. They've got their knives out, offering themselves up for free as he gets that.
And there you have it. It's looking likely this could go to 11-0 right now, Jack, as they march themselves up through short. Who is it right now? It's going to be Capers to try and line them up and mow them down as they try to cross towards the site.
Capers is ready, but will he be able to be effective enough in this scenario? Bit of a whiff comes through, not really looking too effective in that one. Eventually the bomb goes down as well. It's a 3 versus 3 here on the retake. Utility-wise though, Snods, it's just the one smoke on Bowden.
Smoke diffused though, that's the difference maker here. The bomb is planted for apps, and no one's towards apartments right now for CeX, so if this bomb gets smoked off, and actually the smoke is used towards short.
All the frags are starting to come through, but it's a 1v1 now as it falls in Link's hands, but Neff overpowers him. Neff keeps it going. 11 rounds on the trot. Looking like they want to try and get that 69.
That would definitely be a feature, wouldn't it? If this goes 16-0 and it shatters the confidence of CeX, then who knows, right? Imagine if your endpoint or Reason and tomorrow the winner of that game plays versus Radix, you would never have expected it. Oh. Especially considering, well, first off, CeX did come first online. Gaskin as well asked the question, is this a test for Radix between online play and LAN play? And to give an example, right? When Radix played CeX online on Overpass, it was 16-5 to Radix. They ran over them.
Yeah, that is very true. And I mean, you look at the veto, right? Overpass. Where consistently did we see a team do phenomenally throughout the season on Overpass? CeX. Where did we see consistently a team play very well on Mirage? Radix. It's a veto that was shaped up for both strengths, and then Inferno's the kicker. The only thing is, sure, you might have to gain your lives here, you might be able to lock it down. Bowden's playing fantastic, everyone's looking flamboyant, they're fired up. But when you get onto Inferno, that's when things are going to start to struggle. And it's got to be said as well, the star man, he said he was the star player, the big boy, the big daddy himself. Rezu on 0-11.
Yeah, it's not looking too good right now, is it? Artis stepping up as well. 13 kills. More kills than he had the last map, probably. But right now, it's Bordermaster being the real impact play, getting those impact kills on the ecos, but on the rounds where CeX are going for the buys. But once again, after getting the bomb down, they can't afford to go for the 5AK setup. Here it is. The smoke comes out to block off the Molotov, and Eccles, they're not looking into it. Gaze, and already the man advantage here for CeX. Can they finally get around on the board?
This is looking good. Maybe this is the game changer as they push their way through. Bowden through the smoke, though. He doesn't even need to see you to take you down. This is ridiculous so far. It's a 3v3. They have time to play with, but LS, he's had enough of their reign of terror. Slips in, takes him down, leaves them with just 2 players remaining to try and mount this retake and make it work. Artis, an abundance of utility capers as well. He's got a smoke and a flash to try and aid them. Flashbang goes over. Artis needs to be really effective, though. He might get tagged down low, but he stays alive and kicking as they need to try and take that CT control now. Pushing through. LS is there, just waiting for the push to come around from Artis. But Link does the unthinkable, locks it down. 11-1 is the scoreline.
11-1. After 12 rounds being played, it's still a 10-round advantage here for the CT side of Radix. Do you remember casting Radix? Actually, was that Team Descend? It was Team Descend back when they had Artis. It's because I'm seeing the same name, Artis. Do you remember when Artis' team as Descend were 11-3 up on something ridiculous versus Excel? Ooh. And then they let it crumble on the CT side.
Oh, Bowden through the smoke once again. This is ridiculous. He's got thermal vision.
Okay, so already the man advantage here for Radix. This is a reset round as well. This is the thing that's crazy. If they win this round, make it 12-1, CeX would have their round loss bonus reset back to 1.4k, and they will be forced onto a weak bye. And at that point, you're looking at 12-1, 13-1, potentially 14-1 if they win this round, and especially now with the chance of doing it off the back of that first kill through the smoke by Bodenmaster.
Yeah, crazy play. Look, he's keeping it going as well, just going for the no-scopes, the unzooms, as he wants to try and find these kills, but it's not really working out for him. But meanwhile, his teammates doing damage. KP is going to do a little bit of groundwork as well. The bomb is down. Sure, Link knows his location, but they're still so overwhelmed and just being mowed down, really. They all will slip away, they fall. And they're getting them around. Radix, the reset as well. So CeX, nearly 1.5k across the board. This is really going to leave a sour taste in their mouth.
12-1, and look at the money. The reset, as I mentioned, for the side of CeX, they're probably forced to buy up every single round after the remainder of this first half. UMP onto Rezu, Link there with the AK, Deagle and 2 CZs is all they can really conjure up. They won the first round of smokes towards A. They have 3 smokes. They can smoke off stairs, jungle, and CT, so they can try and replicate that, but they haven't smoked top mid. And because of that, Bodenmaster can go fast towards Connector, and he can shut them down trying to cross the site.
Sprinting their way straight through. Eccles will get the entry. Eccles with a second kill as well. Boden, once again, just finding these absolutely insane shots as he's up close and personal. The point blank kill with the AWP, using it like a shotgun. They have site control. They've got the bomb down. They're trying to reposition and get into afterplants. Boden a little bit confused about their location. He is overwhelmed. Link really is the saving grace for CeX, but it's all on Artist. Can the main man start to work his way through? Not today, as Link gets a 4K.
That's a massive round there from Link, potentially saving CeX as well. If this goes 12-3 and they win pistol, on their CT side there's a chance. If it goes 12-6, the skill on their lineup, we saw how good their CT side was on overpass. Is there a chance they can bring it back? Yes, but they need to win this final round here. And of course, win that pistol. Don't allow Radix to plant the bomb, and then win versus the eco and the force buy. There's so many what if right now for CeX to pull through this one. Already fast aggression towards one of those. They're trying to shut down any momentum that CeX had.
4 kills coming out. Eccles and Artist really starting to do some damage with his M4. A bit of a love tap comes out there as well towards Dom as he's left on 92 HP. So Link gives a little pat on the back.
So off the back of the mid aggression there. Oh, they didn't even expect Eccles to still be here. Flashbang comes out. He might even peek with a flashbang. There you have it, they're blind, goes to the face. Dom crouches underneath the crosshair, but Eccles is going back for more.
Dom, get him ready. Deagle as he will try and do some damage, but Eccles just overpowers them really. So it's a 2 versus 4, make that the 1v4 as Boden, he's gone for the auto sniper into this, gone for the SEO play. So let's see how it will actually work out.
Link, we saw a 1 versus 3 essentially in the last one. If he can do it again, be the lifeline that CeX need in this time of this dire time essentially. So, what is that, 13-2 I believe?
Yeah.
So ridiculous. Never would have expected that. I mean, before the game started, we were hoping this would be a quick 2-0. We thought it would be a quick 2-0, yeah.
I think on paper, you're like, right, these games are going to be pretty fast, pretty deadly, really aggressive stuff coming out from CeX. Should lock it down in theory, but didn't go that way. This time around, Radix actually starting to have a little bit of a lifeline there, a bit of fight behind them, and they're actually finding the rounds.
They are indeed. 13-2. If Radix win this pistol, that basically surmounts themselves the win here on Mirage. Going into Inferno though, Ezio pointed out on the desk, right, how hard it is to mix and play loosely on Inferno.
Oh, yeah.
They probably will have a strong T side on Inferno, but their CT side should be, in theory, weak. The reason is it's so hard to have good rotations and good setups on CT side Inferno when you haven't really played the map with structure before. But of course, that is determined on whether or not they can close out this map. Will their lack of experience come back to haunt them, as the rounds could potentially get close?
It's awkward as well, because even the situations where it's been close 1v1s, they're still insanely close. It gets to the point where we're seeing Radix players pick up massive frags. They're playing like Radix normally do online, right? Very mixy, just pug style, charge in, play with confidence. Everyone is the best in-game, best fragger on this side when they play this style, because everyone just does what they want. They're not trying to play a style of CS that doesn't work for them. They're not a team. They can't play like a team.
Right, so they're going for 4 players towards B. They're leaving Bodenmeister alone towards the middle of the Deagle. They're praying that he can find the first kill. It's actually a 4-man stack here from CeX towards B, and it's a good stack at that.
Oh, they charge straight in. They do overpower him as Rezu will go down. Response with a nade is nice. It's a big bit of splash damage. Everyone gets ripped straight through the shrapnel. Link as well going to find the fadeaway headshot with that USP, but they've got control of the site now. He is sprinting straight behind as well, ready to try and do a little bit more as they've about to plant that bomb. It's a little bit awkward though, as they've secured the site. They're just waiting it out. Astro finds one kill with a headshot. He can try and aid his teammate, but they're just being overpowered really. Bowden as well. Double kill comes through with a deagle of all weapons on this opening pistol round. And Astro just left to pick up the pieces.
14-2. You can hear the Radix players as well screaming and chanting. They're feeling the momentum off the back of the incredible half they had on their CT side as it goes 14-2. They win both pistols here, Jack. 14-2. They're playing versus a weak buy from CeX. You can see Deagles, 3 Deagles, CZ on Teles. Scout, no Kevlar for Astro. It's looking incredibly likely that this goes 15-2. Another buy like this from CeX, a weak buy at that. 16-2. I mean, would you believe it? Could be the statement I'd say, considering how dominant CeX looked in that first map.
It's pretty crazy, really. And you look at it as well, right? They should be able to pick this one up, lock this game down fairly swiftly, take that with a 16-2 scoreline. And CeX aren't going to have anything in this round. It'll be a struggle in the next with what they can actually do as well. And this is a great feat for a lot of players on Radix as well. You can see how pumped they start to sound. They actually start to make a little bit of noise. We're seeing Bowden do a lot of work. Like 23 frags on the board right now as well. I mean, they're 24 as he's still finding kills into this one. He has the confidence back. Moving into Inferno individually, they're going to be ready. It just depends if they can actually outplay the structure that CeX have.
2 versus 4 now. 1 minute 5 from the clock here. And they're spotted towards short. CPL. Bomb plants as well. No kits for the CT side. It's looking like it's all she wrote here. It's going to go 15-2 here unless something miraculous does happen. But already the whiff from Rezu means pretty much unplausible.
Capers with a headshot on LS. Just Rezu remaining. Tries to go for the jump dig. It's not really going to work out the best for him. Does go down to Capers, and 15 rounds now grabbed by Radix. They've secured themselves at the very least the overtime. They're looking like they want to get the map. And that's crazy how fast this has been.
I know, we've just basically sat down, haven't we, Jack?
Yeah.
Anyway, though, 15-2 here. Substantial first half from Radix. Winning that second pistol pretty much is the final nail in the coffin for themselves. As it's looking extremely, well, there's a high chance here. Basically, they finish this one off 16-2. A scoreline we could not predict. And it's going to be the fast rush towards B to finish off this map here, Jack.
Flashbang goes straight through as they are just going to run in. LS tries to go for the shot with the scout, misses, goes down to the headshot of Capers. Rezu, he did get 1 frag, but that is all he is going to be allowed to take with him today as he goes down screaming and kicking. Artist will be the one to punish him with the AK-47. Molotov in from Neff as well, burning out everyone. Look at the investment there. Through the fire and flames, Astro tries to charge in, but he's burnt to a crisp. Off to the Burns ward with him, just leaving it on Dom in a 1v3.
No kit, bomb ticking away. Essentially impossible for him to win this round here. Gets spotted up by Capers. They know exactly where he is now. They're all going to be facing towards B apartments, and Dom, just get it over with.
Yeah, just run him. Essentially, you realize your fate is sealed here. It's delaying the inevitable as he wants to try and push through only with the CZ. Sees the Galil. He's tempted to try and grab it, but he couldn't quite reach it. Goes down 16-2.
Oh, he's so happy. Eccles, man in the middle, absolutely loving the moment here.